Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Hey everybody, welcome to the Wednesday Word. I am the host of the Wednesday Word. My name is David Bradley, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. What are we talking about today? The Wednesday Word of the day. What do you think it is? I just sang a nursery rhyme to you. The Wednesday Word is dream. Now we all know that dream typically is something you do when you're sleeping and there's visions in your head, like sugar plums, dancing, things like that. Yes? Okay. So that would be, when you look up the definition, a series of thoughts, images, or emotions occurring during sleep. So, what about this? From The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman, when the world becomes a fantasy and you're more than you could ever be because you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So when you scroll down in this definition here, okay, you find a strongly desired goal or purpose, something that fully satisfies a wish. To consider as possibility. To dream is an action, it's a doingness. And if life is but a dream, and because you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, well, what limits do we really have? I'm going to tell you what your limits are. Your limits are what you think they are. One of the things I love about the Wednesday Word is that not only does it give benefit to the people that tune in, but it gives benefit to me. It reminds me of things that I believe that I very well may sometimes forget and conveniently need a timely reminder for, like this moment right here and right now. Your limits are only what you believe. So if you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and you don't really like the dream you're having, maybe it's a nightmare, maybe it's just a boring old dream, guess what? You get to change course. You get to change the dream. Now remember the song. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. That's life. That's the universe. There's a stream to this thing. Are you fighting the stream in your life and you're trying to row against the current? Or are you finding out what the natural ebb and flow of the universe is and going with it? The universe is in a state of expansion. So you don't want to try and fight that current. So are you expanding? Are you dreaming with your eyes wide open? Let's look at the etymology for a second. This is what's interesting. When you go to the actual, dreaming, when what you do when you're asleep, it's not really there. It's hard to find. It didn't really mean that. And then when you go to like dreams, what we're talking about, like goals and dreams, that context didn't really pop up until the 1850s-ish, 1880s, which is when the song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, started manifesting or showing up in the universe. But as an ideal or an aspiration, that term didn't really pop up until 1931, which I find very interesting because what was going on in 1931? Yeah. So your life, you get to make the decision about what kind of dream you're going to have. Nightmare? Right? Amazing dream? Wonderful dream? Regular dream? It's all up to you, okay? Like seriously, what kind of experience do you want this life, which is but a dream, to be anyway? And if it's but a dream, then you're in control. You can change it. It's called lucid dreaming. And speaking of The Greatest Showman, here's another quote. Different song. Every night I lie in bed. The brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be. A vision of the one I see. A million dreams for the world we're going to make. The world we're going to make. What kind of world do you want to make? Because the world you're in, it's yours. and you're going to dream it into reality. And you're doing it every single day with your thoughts and your actions and your decisions. I did it. You're doing it. It's your world. It's my world. My world is my world. Your world is your world. And you're dreaming it into reality every single day. So let's give you a couple different tips, reminding me of some things I need to do better at to dream your life into reality. Get a notepad, grab a pen, pencil. I'd like you to finish the following sentence. I am so happy and grateful for. And I'd like you to fill in something that is not manifested in your present time yet, but is in your future. A dream, if you will. So, for example, I used to write, I am so happy and grateful to be living on the water on the central coast of California in a rustic seafaring home. I don't write it that way anymore because you know why? Because I actually do live in a rustic seafaring home on the water on the central coast of California, and I am very happy and I am very grateful to be doing that. I have a new goal, or dream, which is really the same thing. So, did you finish the sentence? I am so happy and grateful for. Or it could be, I am so happy and grateful that. It could be whatever you'd like, okay? But I'd like you to take things that are already in your future, that you are dreaming into existence right now, and write them down as if they're happening already, as if they are here in the present time. Because again, we're talking about the universe, we're talking about expansion, not contraction, expansion. Do you really think the universe knows what time it is? There's only one time for the universe, and that is now. So if you're trying to bring something that's in the future into your now, not the universe's now, then you better be speaking in the universe's language. Follow? Okay. I am so happy and grateful for. I am so happy and grateful that. When should you be doing that? At the very least, the exact same frequency that you brush your teeth. Once in the morning, once at night. There's one other time. Not just after you eat, right? Once in the morning. These are goals and dreams we're talking about when you want to write them down, not brushing your teeth. Once in the morning, once at night, the other time, per my boss, Grant Cardone, when you have a setback. Why? Since we're reading lyrics and stuff, on the back of our No Negativity postcards is a little poem that Grant wrote. I'm going to read you the first 3 lines from it. Be deaf when someone says you cannot do it. Be deaf when someone says it's impossible. Be deaf when anyone tries to impose limits on you. You ever had a setback? What if it turned out that every once in a while, when you have a setback, the person that is saying you cannot do it, the person that's saying it's impossible, the person that says you have limits, what if that person is you? It means you're not in the now anymore. You're out. You're in this place of limits. So you need to go back to your dreams and your goals. You need to write them down again and remind yourself the big lesson that I'm trying to get to, since life is but a dream, that you are an infinite being having a temporary human experience. Think about that for a second. I got that verbiage from Dr. Wayne Dyer, but you are an infinite being having a temporary human experience. And you are deciding how that dream, the temporary human experience, is going to go. Okay, one more thought from our Uncle G, from Grant Cardone. Years ago, on one of his audio programs that I used to listen to every day in the car on the way to work and every day in the car on the way home, he said this: dreams are the fuel for an incredible life. So that's the other reason why I want you writing these things down every time you have a setback, once in the morning and once before you go to bed. They're fuel. If the dreams you're writing down every single day are not getting you jacked up, are not getting you maybe a little scared, right? Are not, right? How am I going to do that, right? If they're not doing that, they're not big enough, okay? Have goals so big, your problems pale in comparison. That's from Be Obsessed or Be Average, okay? So, If your dreams are the fuel for an incredible life and you want to have goals and dreams so big that your problems pale in comparison, then you need to tie these big, fat, juicy goals and dreams, which freak you out a little bit, into some measurable daily actions that you can take every day to fuel your life. Every day we are dreaming our life into existence and reality. This has been the Wednesday Word. Thank you so much for being here. Dream big, no limits. Take full responsibility for your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions, and be great, because nothing else pays.